Hello everyone, this is Steve O'Reilly and Gail Saunders with SkinnyPose.com. We're giving you the Friday Football Frenzy. We're going to touch on 5 topics as we head into this weekend's action. We're going to jump right in and talk about the Washington Redskins. They're 2-0 heading down to Dallas to Big D to take on the Cowboys in the NFC East battle. Gail, do you think the Redskins get a win and show everyone they're for real, or what's going on?
I think they do not. Rex Grossman is throwing out quotes like his name is Rex Ryan. He says they're going to surprise everybody in the East, but I am surprised. If you would ask me during the summer, I would have said Redskins 2-0. Probably not. I think the Dallas Cowboys at home are pretty tough. Even without Miles Austin, I think Romo is trying to prove something. I'm going to give him some credit, and I'm going to give him the win this weekend.
Yeah, I like what Shanahan's doing. I definitely see the Redskins are heading in the right direction. They're right. They're a good football team. They're right around top 10 in everything they do offensively and defensively. They're not exceptional, but they're not lousy. And they're definitely playing winning football. But I think they go down to Dallas and they face a Cowboys team that may just overwhelm them a little bit, especially being at home. Shanahan typically has loved to face the Cowboys when he runs the ball. There's something about his style that he likes, but it's a new year, new team, new everything. Hightower may have a good game. Fred Davis could be a big key, but in the end, Romo and his weapons, it's just too much. Speaking of the NFC East, Michael Vick returns as he's been cleared to play, and the Eagles get ready to face the Giants in another NFC East battle. What's up with Vick? I think it was a lot of hype over this little injury. It didn't seem like it was ever that serious. Aside from a little bit of blood spitting, but concussions are always serious. Was it that serious? Was he okay from the start? Tell us what you think.
Michael Vick didn't have his mouthpiece in. Players aren't required to wear their mouthpiece. That's why he bit his tongue. That could be a reason why he might have got the slight concussion. I think Vick will be back in full form. I think he's had this game on his calendar for the last couple months. And what better team to dial up the blitz against Michael Vick than the Giants? Because they're the guys that brought the blitz the first time, and every single team since has copycatted and used the blitz to come after Michael Vick. But I think he'll be ready for it. Yeah. And Eagles will get the win at home.
I agree. I think the Eagles will win at home, but I think the key for them is stopping the run. I think they've had trouble with that wide 9 formation they're using on defense, and they have to make sure those young linebackers fill those gaps and try not to use arm tackles to take down guys like Brandon Jacobs, because it's not going to happen. So if they get going downhill, the Giants can stay in the game, keep Vick on the sideline. But if they don't, then it's just too much Eagles, too much offense, and Deshaun will end up making a big play on a punt return or something like that anyway. So I like the Eagles as well.
And big key, the Eagles' linebacking core has been shifted, bringing back Jamar Chaney back to the middle, same position he was playing last year. Casey Matthews is moving over, so I think they're looking for someone to fill that hole.
Let's talk a little bit about the Buffalo Bills. They're getting ready to play the Patriots. They've been a little surprising this year in the fact that their offense is really exploding. They've got their Harvard grad behind center in Fitzpatrick. Stevie Weiss, Sirius Johnson's doing some things, and Fred Jackson's toting the rock like a beast. Is Buffalo turning the corner into a good football team on us, or is it too early? We got to wait and see.
I think they're building their team around a quality guy. This guy's got Ivy League swag. That means he makes great decisions all the time. Just kidding. But I'm just saying he's built a rapport with his receivers. You thought when Lee Evans left, they're like, who are they going to throw to? He's making names. He's making wide receivers relevant in fantasy football. He's ever since last season, if you looked at his stats, he's quietly putting up big numbers with the top 10 quarterbacks in the league. Ryan Fitzpatrick is the difference maker. But they're going against the Patriots, a tough 2-0 team, a team that's been there and done that. I'm going with the Patriots. I don't care how good the Bills look right now.
No, I agree. The Patriots are just a cut above Buffalo. Buffalo's playing well. They've turned the corner. They're doing some good things, as we noted. But New England and Brady, they're on fire. He's doing things. He's already, almost over 1,000 yards passing in 2 games. Is he on pace to shatter almost every record known to man? So he's got to cool off eventually. Buffalo could do it if they stay true to the run. It's not impossible. And obviously anytime you play a divisional opponent, they know you well enough to know what you're not good at. Speaking of two guys that don't know each other well enough yet, but will likely get a chance to play each other again and again, is Cam Newton, as he faces off against another rookie this week. And Cam has been the talk of the town, however, as he's lighting it up offensively. What do you think about this showdown this weekend, and is Cam the real deal?
Cam Newton is the real deal. He's got the O.J. Simpson smile, got a lot of hate coming his way for, some things in his past, but hey, putting up 400 yards in 2 different games back-to-back as a rookie and making Steve Smith relevant again, you got to give him props for that. Even though they haven't won a game yet, they've been impressive. They can put together, they lost their John Beeson, which is a huge piece to their defensive unit. I still think they take the Jaguars this week. I haven't seen a big rival since Chris Brown and a dance-off between maybe Usher and Justin Timberlake. It's going to be serious.
I think you're right. Cam Newton gets his first win this weekend. And the thing I like about it is that the Panthers haven't put any restrictions on him. They put him in an offense and said, hey, you're an NFL quarterback. Go out and make all the throws. And guess what? He's made all the throws. He's made the down and outs. He's made the deep ball. He's thrown the deep seam. And I even think I've seen a skinny post down in there somewhere. Steve Smith, who's running all over the place. Cam Newton will get it done. He's going to get it this weekend. He's going to get a big win for his team. I also think in 2 to 5 years, mark my words, he might be one of the best players in the NFL because he can do so many things. And they get him a big wide receiver who can play above the rim with a guy that's Cam's size. Look out, they'll be dangerous. Speaking of on fire, the Green Bay Packers face the Chicago Bears as the Packers look to be a well-oiled machine in mid-season form, and the Bears come off a thumping to the New Orleans Saints. Who wins this weekend's matchup, Gale? Do you see the Packers staking claim to their championship belt?
I think Aaron Rodgers will be doing the championship belt move. Bears, even though they have a great defense, I don't think after last week what I saw, I don't think they're ready for the Packers. Packers right now are in full Super Bowl swag, and I think they're going to stretch out these defenses with 4 wide and take advantage of the mismatches. And right now they just look too tough for me. So I'm going Packers all the way.
I agree. And unfortunately the Bears seem to lose. Everyone thinks that they're good, and we all say this is a good team. They went 13-3. They were at the championship game last year, but for some reason the Bears don't seem to have that collection of weapons that makes you say, "Oh wow, this is a team that can really win it all." They don't have like the Patriots have with the Saints or the Packers or the Eagles or all these teams that are loaded in all these positions, but yet the Bears quietly go about their way and they win. I don't think that they win this weekend. I think the Packers are just too hot. They're going to click. The Bears' secondary was exposed a little bit last week, and I definitely see Jordy Nelson and company stretching that cover too, taking the top off of it, and then it's just going to be picked apart left and right. So I like Aaron Rodgers and Clay Matthews and the rest of the long-haired Wildeberry freaks up in Green Bay to continue their reign. Well, anyway,
Twilight Extras, guy.
That's right. Well, everyone, I'm Steve O'Reilly, and that's Gail Saunders, and this is SkinnyPost.com. Thanks for listening to our Friday Football Frenzy. Be sure and check us out next week as we bring you the weekly Skinny, where we recap all the games and the weekend's action.
And if you want to see our picks for this week's games, check out our Selection Sunday at SkinnyPost.com. And we want to know how you feel. Comment, rate, subscribe, and we'll be talking to you real soon.
SkinnyPost.com, giving you the skinny 24/7.